to the GoPro Cup Series here at Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona Anniversary Showdown, the second time we've done this event. Last year we did it and Nick Rodriguez took the victory. We'll see if he can do it two in a row, but it's going to be a hectic race, and it's already you can't write this. The front row, if you guys don't know, Richie Wells and Claudia Rodriguez is the front row. And in Season 1, Claudia Rodriguez dumped Richie Wells for her only career win in Season 1 in the first race ever at Watkins Glen. So it's kind of ironic that they're the front row for this race. But Jack is with us again, so welcome, Jack.
Hello.
Chris might be with us
How's
later.
it going?
And we got a ton of eras of GoPro and Dogecoin history just put together. He's got some cars with the Dogecoin banners on them and logos. Some of them have GoPro, some of them just have the names. It's just all the eras merging together for this race, and it's gonna be fun. It was fun last year.
It's gonna be really exciting.
It should be fun this year. You got the Camaro and the SS in the same row, so you don't always have just the Camaro or just the SS. They're all merged together, so it should be interesting. Let's start looking at these cars, but let's get the command here first.
Drivers, start your engines.
The engines have fired, and we are rolling off here at Daytona, the Daytona Anniversary Showdown. We're going to have 50 laps for these 32 drivers to battle it out. 32 of GoPro's best. Looks like we have an issue getting off pit road, and we're wrecking off pit road. That's great. All right, let's try this.
The wreck, yeah, whoa. We haven't seen that one before. We've seen them lose their engines off pit road, but we haven't seen a wreck. That's new.
You can't have a GoPro race without this happening at least once.
Without something going wrong. Without
something going wrong at the start.
It's pretty normal.
Now, Preston, you are running. I believe it's just the Exalted car. Yeah, it's just this one. 24 from, I think,
Yeah,
season
we'll go through the
4, I
field.
believe. Yeah, let's see.
We'll
Of course, we
go
already have
through
a
the
car.
field throughout
We got
the
a car trying to get to the bottom again. Jeez. Is that the car I flipped in? Yeah, that's actually the car you flipped in season 4 in this at this track in the 500 in turns 3 and 4. I remember that. That was a good moment. I remember that. And we have another one.
That was.
Jeez. Yeah, that was when we had like all of us in the commentating. But I remember Drake was there, Chris was there.
We had like a 5-man booth.
Actually, no, Chris wasn't there. That was before Chris even started commentating with us.
Yeah, it was before that. It was season 4. It was like
Got
a
another
4-man
problem.
booth, and everybody
Oh my
died.
gosh, we can't get the race started.
This mod, I think, is the problem.
My game is like too good. One second, guys. Yeah, I know the screen went black. I just had to turn it off for a second while I fix some of my settings. But yeah, let's go through the field here. You see Richie Wells in the 93. He is retired currently. Same with Claudia Rodriguez on the front row. Row 2, you got Reese Kupski and Joseph Castell. They are still currently in the series. Row 3, Brooks Bergen-Smith. He has one career win at Kansas, I believe, in this same scheme.
Yeah, it was Kansas.
And then Chris Lilly in the 53. He's currently still in the series. Ashton Verbish in row 4 with Ash Bulmer, two guys that raced a lot in the middle of the series around like season 3 to season 5 or 6. Nick Hagee in the 32, he's currently still in, along with Jared Bokanowski. Then you have Jack Mitchell, Aaron Lippin, Nick Rodriguez, who won the past race here, their anniversary showdown. Jelani Howell running his season 1 paint scheme, the season that he won 6 races in. Carson Foltz, Matthew Stewart, Max Winterbottom, Brendan Gilliam, James Schlick, Brendan Gilliam, or no, yeah, wait, James Schlick, and Mason Tyler. Then you have Preston Cope, Brian Lilly, Ryan Bogey, Drake Gozen in the 02, Connor Hudson, Nathan Bosserman, Alex Miller, Dylan Fox, Brody Kupski, Colin Cope, Micah Corbin, and Darcy McBagger. Here we go. Jack, take it away.
Pace car is off. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Three wide right there already.
Already.
And they're going to be racing pretty aggressive today. There's no, for a lot of the guys that are currently in the series, there's no points or anything on the line. They're just racing for pride.
Yeah, this is just for fun. All the GoPro and Dogecoin greats are in this race and battling out down in the turn. It's 3 and 4 for the first time. Side by side for the race lead. Brody Kupski trying to make the pass on two-time Daytona 500 winner Richie Wells. He knows how to get the win here. He's won it 2 times.
He's, I think, one of only 2 drivers that won it 2 times. The other one's Chris Lilly in the 53. He won it 2 races in a row. Or 2 500s in a row.
Reese Kupski leads lap 1, but here comes Brooks Bergensmith in the 74. Help from Ashton Burbish and Jack Mitchell. And some of these names are just nostalgic. Saying the first names. Back when you used to stream on Instagram. Those are the old days.
This is a lot of nostalgia right here.
2 by 2, Reese Kupski trying to hang on the top, and we are 3 by 3. We got cars up into the wall. Oh, they're a big pile up. 7, 8 cars. Nick Hagee, Nathan Bosserman, Nick Rodriguez, Carson Foltz, Jared Bokanowski, and Jelani Howell.
Chris Lilly was in it.
And Chris Lilly is there. Ash Bulmer was there. Drake Gozen's got some damage. And early on, we have a crash here in the anniversary showdown, just like last
And yes, we have a Honda.
We do have a singular Honda in this race. Right there. That one race, or that one season stretch they had. And Nick Hagee's going to go out early. Engine troubles for him after that contact. It's just these guys racing hard. They just want to get a win here, just for fun. You know, it's kind of more for just bragging rights. If without anything else, no money. There's a trophy, but no money that's gonna go towards any sort of like
competitive advantage for these teams.
Yeah, these are just one-time cars that they're just throwing in here. They threw the kitchen sink at these cars and just hope that it was good enough.
A lot of guys had to direct their focus to this instead of the current season that's happening right now.
Yeah, which we have what four races left. Or
yeah,
3,
we're heading into the round of 8, I believe, into the next round. There was a points reset too, so that makes things a lot closer.
So we have Brooks Bergensmith out front here when we go back green.
So a lot of these guys not in the numbers too that they run nowadays in the series. You notice guys like Drake Gozen, he's in the 02 in this race, but he races in the 88 now.
Yeah, they just brought back their old cars. Same with Matthew Stewart. He races the 70. He's in the 99 for this race. This is the season where he won, I believe, 4 races and made the playoffs, and was one of the biggest playoff contenders that season. It's kind of like a one-hit wonder there, getting some good wins, and he hasn't really had much success since, but we'll see what happens here. He's going to restart 5th, but Brooks Bergensmith out front, and we're back green here at Daytona.
Some guys already jumping high.
3 wide. Richie Wells to the inside of Matthew Stewart and Jack Mitchell.
There was one thing I remember about the old GoPro days, that one in the 93.
Oh, yeah.
They had a pretty intense rivalry going.
Jack, keep it going. I'll be right back.
74 trying to make it work on the high side, but right now the 10 is the leader. Here comes Kupski on the inside of Bergensmith. 10's going to go low and block the 46. Got a train going for the lead right now, but the 10 try to go low there. Here comes the 93 on the inside. It's a 4-car train out in front. And then you got a battle for 5th. There's 3 wide behind them. 46 went to the high side. The 10 holds on to the lead. Here comes the 99, 3 wide in the back. The 2 1 cars up on the top. Down the back stretch, the 10 should be able to hold on to the lead if he goes low, and that he will. Richie Wells trying to get up there. Here comes the 27. Now the 27's got to run. The 10 going to go low and block again. He's holding on to this lead pretty good right now. It's Ashton Verbish. Oh, but as I say that, he goes to the high side. Oh, he still holds on. 93 way up the track. 3 car now wants something to say about this. Ashton Verbish holding on to this lead pretty good throughout this Griffin. Oh, there's the wreck. The 41 around, the 93 in the wall. More wrecking. The 99 goes up into the wall. The 46 around. And that's going to bring out the caution. Oh, Mitchell just got by. There's the 94, the 60. 94 goes upside down. The 1 hit him. Got by the first one, but couldn't get by the second one. There goes the 74 on the pit road. That'll bring out the second caution of the race. The 19 has lost his engine. More cars through the grass there. Some pretty aggressive racing. The 10 car, Ashton Verbish, he was able to hold on to the lead that entire green flag run. He looks like he's got a car to beat, but with all that 3 wide racing behind them, it just was a matter of time before something like that happened. Richie Wells was contending up there up front for a little bit, but then he went to the high side, lost all of his momentum, and was kind of in the middle of that.
Sorry, I'm back. Had to deal with something. But yeah, we just had the big one, part 2.
Yep.
Nick
Off they come to
Rodriguez
pit
isn't
road.
going to repeat. He's blowing up. He doesn't even look like he has damage. He just blew up, I think. Just straight up blew up.
Internally, looks like.
We got a lot of cars with damage after that one. But I mean, we've seen guys with damage, they can get back up there, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, and we've seen a lot more recently too. A lot of these guys have been able to fix some significant damage and get back out there and contend for the win.
Yeah. Let's go back and
So
see
we'll
what
see if
happens.
that happens here.
All started back here with the 41. Got turned by the 86. They went up.
There goes an
You see that
Yeah,
they
the
actually had it
41.
saved there, and then he got clipped again. And you see the 27's gonna hook the 86, or no, the 9 hooks the 86, turns
The
him
5
around up into the 27.
and behind that the 5 I think is involved in something.
Yeah, see Connor Hudson just scraped by. Bergen Smith I think gets into this. Yeah, he clips them. 94, the 60 almost goes up and over. There's the 13. 88.
Look on the top though. Look on the top.
Yeah, Mitchell just scrapes by that, and then he can't miss the second.
But he couldn't get by the second one. The
Schlick gets
94
into
was
it.
in the middle of the track.
And it flips him up on his lid. Luckily he gets back on his wheels. Chris Lilly rear ends the 48 of Aaron Lippin there.
There was more wrecking behind them though. Because right as that was happening behind them,
Yeah, the 5 cleaned out the 46 and the
41,
99.
46. Oh, the one didn't get by that. The 46 got
Oh,
nailed.
the 20
Ooh,
came in there.
That was...
Big smash him up.
For a race like this, that probably could be our big one, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll see. See, a lot of these guys get their damage fixed.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of these guys basically cleaned up. Gearbox failure for the 13.
The 5 is going to be out. Ash Bolmer is not going to be able to win here at Daytona. Nathan Bosserman in his return as well. Not going to be able to win. And Nick Hagee, we saw, was already out. And the 88 of
So,
Bokanowski is a lap down. And up front, it's going to be Max Winterbottom in the 12 car.
Yeah, Verbish lost the lead off
Yeah,
pit road, and he was, like I said, he's been basically dominant throughout that last green flag run. So we'll
yeah,
see
we'll see.
if he just has a clean air car.
Johnny Howell, he got involved in that first wreck, and he's back up here in second. So we'll see what happens with him. The 27 has retired from the race as well. 48 has got another problem. He's gonna have to come back to pit road. So here we go, into the restart zone. Max Winterbottom and Johnny Howell lead him back to the green flag, and we're racing again at Daytona. Ashton Burbage getting freight train on the outside lane. Here comes Alex Miller in the 3. For second.
Kind of see another train forming on the bottom behind these guys.
Here goes Preston Cope, Drake Gosland, Mikey Corbin in the 6, Schlick, Rodriguez, Mitchell. Here comes Preston Cope for second now, to the inside of Alex Miller. Oh, 48 coming off pit road.
Uh-oh. These guys are going to shoot by him, but the question is, well, he's kind of too low.
For the lead. Gosling going 3 wide. 24 shuts the door on the 12. I think he's going to be able to get that push on the top.
These are current teammates in GoPro right now.
Yeah, side by side. Not anymore. Cope got a really big push down that straightaway. And that 3 car, that's the scheme Alex Miller drove in his first ever Daytona 500 in season 1, the first race of the series history. That's the paint scheme he drove. Same with Jelani Howell.
Been a good veteran. Doesn't currently have a ride, but we are hearing he may return for season 9.
Yeah, he's been in almost every season except I think he hasn't been in since season 6 or 7. And he's getting pushed 3 wide as Gosling in the middle, and here comes Max Winterbottom for the race lead.
Oh, look at the move.
He doesn't have any help though. Corbin's gonna push the 24 on the top. Corbin giving his fellow champion a push there. Mikey Corbin, one of the more forgotten champions. He is a champion in this series.
Season 1 champion, I believe.
Yeah, he was. First champion in series history. 3 wide still. Dylan Fox to the inside of Gosling, and Goslin's still stuck in the middle. And the 2 1 cars are bumper to bumper on the inside.
Rodriguez marked as 0-1 on the ticker, by the way.
Yeah, just so that we can actually fit both of these cars in here. And Rodriguez is going to go to the bottom to block Mitchell. Mitchell's going to go to the top, but he gets put 3 wide. Almost contact. He's going to get back to the bottom. But Preston Cope out front. The 86 slips up into the 49. Some contact there. You see the 86 is like dragging the rear end. The rear end of his car, excuse me, is pushed down, and he's still hanging in here. And here comes Claudio Rodriguez for the race lead.
Rodriguez, another one of the more forgotten drivers in this series. A lot of people, a lot of the
She's only here
OGs.
for the memes.
Yeah, a lot of the OGs, though. Remember what you mentioned at the start.
Yeah.
And how there was that incident between her and the 93.
So we got 3 wide for second. Dylan Fox, who wasn't in this race last year, but he got selected to be in it this year. He's up to second. It's a close one.
Oh, the one into the 24.
Contact, and up front, Chevrolet SS's are 1-2, but then you got the Camaros coming back behind him with Gosland and Lilly. This was Brian Lilly's first season in GoPro, where he won his championship.
Yeah, he's the only driver that's won a championship as a rookie, obviously, aside from...
Yeah, from Mikey Corbin, because everybody was a rookie in that season. Up front, here comes Gosling out of the inside. Right now, Rodriguez and Fox. Oh, we got contact in the back. The 1 and the 6 are in the wall. Watch out. Don't. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, this is going to hurt. Watch out. Oh, they didn't hit him. I could have swore they were going to hit him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
looked like
Oh,
he was going to
we got
hit him.
more. Watch out.
I think he's got time to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
man.
will. Scary moments right there.
I thought those cars in that pack were going to absolutely obliterate them coming back on the track. Or coming down
Yeah,
the
the way
track.
they were just slowly coming down to the
Yeah.
apron.
Oh, man. Another incident for Mitchell now. That's like his third incident today that he's gotten damage from.
Second. He was a contender in this race last season when we did the Anniversary Showdown. Just lost out on the photo finish to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, his day ended early.
Let's see what happened. Looks like Jelani Howell pushed both of them up the track and cleaned them out, basically. He just went up, and then they made contact. The 6 and the 4 did, and then the 1 had nowhere to go. Let's see how
Just
close
stuck up on the
these guys
top,
got.
and then the way they're slowly sliding down the track, it just...
Oh, man. That was close. So now Rodriguez is out front.
That basically saved their race. I think they are still
Yeah.
going to be able to keep
Yeah, I
going,
think so,
but from the back. But if they would have been hit by those cars, it would have been a different story.
Looks like some damaged cars are going to come into pit road. Volkanovski, one of them. Jack, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back again and take over.
Okay. And place set on, the damaged cars are heading on to pit road. Volkanovski going to get some repairs. We're not even halfway through this race. We are just about to hit halfway. We've already had a couple of major incidents. There goes the 6 off pit road, the 88 right behind him. So the 88 going to be at the back of the field. There's the 74 towards the back as well.
Alright, I'm back. Looks like Mitchell and Corbin got their damage fixed for the most part. But they will be at the tail end behind all these guys that do have damage that are slower, so it'll be kind of hard to see if they will be able to get to the front.
I think just stay on the low side.
Yeah, that's going to be the key. That's key at any restrictor plate here in this series.
Yeah, as long as you're able to stay low.
The way these cars drive, you want to be on the inside at all times. One guy we haven't seen at the front at all really so far, Darcy McBagger in the 70. He's up to the top 10. He's cracked the top 10 now, up in 7th. He's won I believe a couple races in his career. He won the season 3 Coca-Cola 600. It's probably his biggest win. And he now is running 7th along with Cope and Verbish and Winterbottom running at the top 10.
Look at that.
Here we go, green flag, and look at those guys fan out. They just shoot to the high side or the low
Right
side.
off the start. Right off the green flag, they just spread out like that.
Gosselin for the 2nd spot on the 9 of Fox, and he will get that spot. 3 wide, Colin Cope to the inside. The 86 is going to block him, but the 42's got his brother behind him. That 42 car, that is the scheme he won his first championship in.
Cope, the only 2-time champion. He won it a year after his brother, and then he won it again in season 6.
And up front, Claudia Rodriguez. Look at the gap she's putting over Gosselin. Like, I think they're gonna catch her here though down the back straightaway because you can't get
Yeah,
too
she
far
just went
out.
to the high side.
You can't go too far out at tracks like this, or you're just gonna get eaten up. Now the 42 is gonna push the
Yeah.
02 on the top. Cope looks to the
At
inside.
basically any other track, the mindset obviously is just get out in front and get as far ahead as you possibly can, but not at Daytona because the pack is going to swallow you. You're basically a sitting duck. So eventually she is going to get caught. It looks like it's happening right now. Here comes the 02.
Here comes Preston Cope with help from the 70 and the 25. Three wide.
This car is toward the back.
Preston Cope for the lead now. They're going to be side by side going into turn 3. Can Rodriguez clear him? She does. So Cope will not be able to make the pass this time. But James Schlick is pushing him. James Schlick is your season 2 Daytona 500 winner.
This will be something to keep an eye on. See
He
if
goes to the inside.
if Rodriguez up front, if Claudia has the same kind of car that Ashton Verbish had when he held the lead through that entire green flag run.
And she's doing it right now. She's got a good gap. She hasn't really been able to lose it yet.
I mean, the big gap she had at the restart is gone, but
I mean, she's still keeping that gap. She's not losing like that gap as much as I thought she would. But it's just because these guys behind her are just battling back and forth.
yeah, they're battling way too much. They got to work together. And then there's pretty aggressive racing behind them as well. So, I mean, I wouldn't rule out another caution. Especially when you keep in mind the fact that a lot of the guys that did wreck are still on the track.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Normally, what we've been seeing is guys are running out of turn 4 and across the tri-oval. They're kind of moving towards the high side and then entering turn 1. They're on the high side, and that's not really where you want to be, but they're able to go low and just kind of take advantage of it. Normally,
Here he
we
comes.
see guys. Normally, we see guys do that and they lose the lead like
Yeah.
that, but Rodriguez has been making it work up until now.
Now Preston
So it
Cope is
looks
going to
like-
make the pass. Rodriguez
Alex
does not
Miller.
have much help.
That's going to be killer for Rodriguez.
Yeah,
It's going to
she's-
flip her race around completely because now you're stuck on the
Top by herself, basically.
slower side. You have no help.
McBagger to the inside with help from Verbish and Dylan Fox.
Verbish working his way back up there. Yeah, when you're in front like
Yeah.
that and you just have all this clean air.
And now Cope's got that gap, and now Verbish is going to go to second, but here comes Dylan Fox to the inside. James Schlick stuck in the middle. 3 wide through 1 and 2 off of turn 2. They're still 3 wide.
Oh, the one
Joseph
way
Costello
up
in the
track
middle as well.
again.
There are 2 lanes, or 2 rows of 3 wide. Are they going to be able to survive this going into turn 3? Schlick in the middle, Lilly on the inside. A little bit of contact, but they're okay. And up front, 2-car breakaway. Dylan Fox and Preston Cope are bumper to bumper. Can Fox make the pass?
There goes the 42 in line. Winterbottom behind him.
And here comes Colin Cope. He's trying to make the pass and try to get 1-2 with his brother. And he will make the pass, even though Max Winterbottom went up to high to help the 9. It's not going to be enough. Now he's going to shoot to the inside.
Coming up on lap traffic.
We're catching the 74. And we're 2 wide for the lead. Colin Cope to the inside of Preston Cope. And the brothers are side by side here at Daytona. They finished a race just like this last season in the playoffs side by side.
Yeah, they did. Preston barely beat out Colin to win the playoff race.
Yeah, Cope beat out Cope, and oh, we got the 74! He just crashed him! Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no! Oh, big crash. That's the big one. Oh my. Oh, somebody hit hard. Oh my god. Somebody hit really hard. Oh
Watch out,
my
more cars, more cars.
goodness. Oh, somebody hit really hard. I saw that. Oh
Yeah,
no.
just for a
Oh, they're
second, I
still
saw somebody
crashing.
flying.
Oh. Oh. Alex Miller. We're still racing back to the line, and it's Colin and Preston. But, oh my god.
Absolute bedlam.
Oh, Jesus. You can't have a GoPro race without lap cars, am I right?
Yep. Them lap traffic. We've had some drivers this season be very outspoken about how lap cars have
Oh,
gotten in the way of a lot of their races.
Oh,
All I have to say for this one is thank God I wasn't a regular season race.
Oh my.
You would have had some pissed off drivers.
I saw somebody hit really, really hard.
Yeah, I saw someone go flying.
Max Winterbottom was the one who took the hit first. You see back here coming through the trial hole. Blocks the 42, comes down, just clips the 12 in the right front. And then turns, just goes across the field. Nothing he could do. Then
Yeah, Hagee getting, or no, it's not Hagee, that's Fox. Hagee has the target this season.
and the 1 turns
Fox.
head on into the wall. The 93, the 10, the 60 tried to thread the needle, couldn't make it happen. The 49's involved. The 70.
And wait for.
It's gonna be the 25 here in the smoke. It's so hard to see it with these camera angles, but you're gonna see the 94 trying to make it through this, and just. Oh my goodness! Oh my! That has got to be one of the hardest hits I've ever seen. And then the 94 gets hit again. It goes up and over. Oh.
Did the one just keep it straight?
I don't know.
Looked like he saved it. He hit him somewhere on the top side.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
Oh man.
A
lot of those fans right there.
Yeah, they're lucky. That car didn't even hit. I don't even think that car hit.
They're getting flashbacks to Austin Dillon.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he does make contact with the catch fence. Oh.
During this season 7 Daytona 500, Jackson Steiner down the backstretch had a similar wreck near the catch fence, and his car got clipped and stuck onto the catch fence, and it whipped around, and a couple of cars went right under him. Oh yeah, the one did keep it straight. He got hit a couple times, but. And then up ahead, I saw someone else blowing their engine.
See, Gilliam just trying to make it through at this point.
So it's gonna be
There's
hard
so much smoke, you
impact right
can't see
here.
anything. Oh!
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez Louise.
You guys could hear that. I bet you guys could hear that. That was big. See some guys blowing up here. I think it was the 3. The 3 ends up blowing his
Looks like the 49 having an issue down there. That's not a car failure though.
So all these guys are coming back out here. The 9, the 10, the 7, he's got heavy hood damage. 48's coming back to pit road. Fix his damage. We don't have a lot of cars left in this one.
Nope.
Base car lights are still on. Should go
Alex Miller piston issue.
He did what in his cup? Brody Kupski in the garage.
16 cars are on the lead lap.
Relatively, I'd say maybe 10 or 9 cars are going to be relatively competitive here at the end.
We'll see. I mean, with the pack forming back up like this, you never know. We are going to go back green this time by on lap 37.
Here we go, back to the green flag. Green flag in the air, Preston Cope in second, Colin Cope in the lead.
And you know, you mentioned they had that photo finish at Daytona in Season 7. Let's also not forget what happened during the Coke 600. They basically
Oh, they're
took each
wrecking!
other
They're
out.
still wrecking! Oh, they're wrecking again! Oh, on the restart! What happened? They're wrecking again! Oh! Oh, Howell involved! More hits! Oh my goodness. That's gonna... Oh, the one car is definitely out of it now.
He's
They
been taking
can't
some
stop
serious...
crashing! Stop crashing! Stop! Stop! Please!
Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes!
Jesus, criminies. Oh my god. I wonder if the 74 started that one too. 24
That
and the
one
42
car's
are
been
up
taking
front.
some abuse all race long, and his engine finally...
Let's see what happened. The 74 was slow on the restart again. He caused the last accident. We'll see if he caused it again. Yeah, he did. He tried to block the 88, and there was no room up there. That's
You know,
the
it might
second
just be an
crash.
exhibition race. But when you're wrecking like that, you know, you just can't... You're not going to be making a lot of friends, to say the least. And
I
then
mean,
they
he's
wrecked
lucky
up
he's not in the
or
series
again.
anymore. He wouldn't have friends
Oh,
in the
yeah.
playoffs next time we race.
There was more carnage down the bottom.
Hopefully we at least make it through turn 1 this time. This time it'll take out even more people. Now we relatively only have 12 drivers left. I mean, this
valve
is
issue for
this
Bukanowski.
is
I don't know
this
what
race
fuel
kinda
LN
is.
means.
It's just that's a fuel line.
Fuel line, okay.
He had a fuel line issue, and yeah, it's kind of what this race is. It's survival of the fittest. And right now, only
Basically.
12 drivers are left, and this is for GoPro greatness. These are all the GoPro greats in one race, and this is for that title. Who is the best GoPro driver of all time? I mean, obviously Daytona doesn't really settle that, but it's.
I wouldn't say that, but I think this is definitely...
It's more of just a bragging right kind of thing. Say that
Yeah, it's basically bragging rights.
Here we go, green flag. This might be the last restart. 9 laps to go here in the Daytona Anniversary Showdown. Colin Cope out front, Preston Cope in second. Claudia Rodriguez making the move for 4th. She's still in this. She could spoil the party. The rest of the field is pretty slow. I don't think they're going to be able to get anywhere. I think it's going to be a 5-car battle for the win.
And looks like it. And, I mean, I still would rule out a caution.
Yeah, you never know with the way these guys are racing.
Yeah.
Is the 74 still on the track? No, okay, we won't have a caution. Side by side for the lead. Preston and Colin side by side once again, and Preston's going to get the upper hand.
It basically turned into the Coke show at the end.
Yeah. Brian Lilly, though, to the inside.
Yeah, Brian Lilly's up here.
You know, it would just complete the story, the poetic story of this race, if Preston Cope blows an engine from the lead. That would complete the story.
The cycle would be complete.
Yeah, the cycle of GoPro life would be complete. But they're battling back here. Rodriguez up to second. Cope out front, though, by a big gap. Very big gap, actually. She's up to second.
That's the huge gap.
Matthew Stewart has caught this pack, so we're going to have 6 cars up here in the front.
The 02 almost got into the back bumper of the 1.
Here comes Gosselin once again. Preston Cope continues to lead here at Daytona. He's got 7 laps until he takes the checkered flag, but he's got to hold off his brother and the rest of the field. Colin Cope is going to make the move for second. Gosselin trying to hold him off. He's not going to be able to hold him off. Here he comes.
Gosselin and Preston Cope are both leaving their team. They're teammates right now, but they're both leaving the team at the end of this season.
So we'll see what happens.
So it's an interesting battle there.
Here they go again. Preston and Colin side by side at Daytona.
Like I said, it's basically the Cope show at this point.
Yeah.
This has probably been, I would say, the strongest sibling duo of like across all the seasons so far. I mean, right now, I'd say it's probably Chris and Brian Lilly, but
Yeah.
when you're talking about all time, you got to give it to these two.
Yeah, they've kind of faded off in the last couple seasons, but from
They're still going
yeah,
strong.
yeah, they've won the most championships as a duo, and
Won a lot of races too.
yeah, a lot of races. And Preston hasn't gotten a victory in a while. Neither has Colin, but he got one early in the season, but he hasn't been really consistent since then to be able to get another win. That's why he got eliminated from the playoffs as well, and he's just trying to get something going here, maybe for the rest of the season, get some confidence behind him if he can win this race. But Matthew Stewart's up to second. He could maybe get this thing done here if he can catch that 42. Battle for seventh between Verbish and Wells. Preston Cope trying to
there
charge
goes
back to the front.
Preston.
He lost a lot of spots after getting shoved to the outside, but he's trying to make them back. We got 4 laps to go here in the Daytona Anniversary Showdown.
This kind of reminds me of a lot of the Daytona races we've had throughout the series, where there would be a couple huge wrecks in the beginning, and then it would basically be a 10-car battle for the win
And here comes
for the rest of
Cope.
the race.
He's looking 3 wide. Goes and goes back in line. Preston Cope trying to make the pass. He can't get the nose in, can he? He does.
Nope.
He does.
Oh, just barely. He used the side draft on the 0-2.
And Cope up to third, but can he make it past the 99 to get to his brother? Colin Cope's smooth sailing right now out front. Three to go here at Daytona. Here he comes. Preston Cope to the inside for second.
He's going to have another chance at his brother here. And it could be his last one.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to make the move here. He's got the draft. He's still got 2 more laps after this lap to get it done. He's got time. He can stay patient here and wait. But I don't think he wants to. You know how Preston Cope is. He's not one to wait. He's gonna be there off of turn 4. He's not gonna have no momentum though. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. Don't look now, but Matthew Stewart's back in it. 3 cars have pulled away, but who can get the victory? I think if Colin Cope gets past, he's not going to have enough time to get back to the front. He's got to have to hold him off here this whole last 2
Yeah,
laps.
he's going to have to stay in front.
But it's going to be
Or
hard.
at least be able
His
to hold
brother
on.
right behind him.
He needs to have the bottom. He has to have
Yeah.
full control over the bottom if he wants to be able to hold on. That way, if the 24 does somehow get a run, Colin has the preferred line. I keep saying Cope. I shouldn't say Cope because there's 2 of them.
2 to
Oh,
go.
they both go high.
1 to go. White flag is in the air at Daytona. Can Colin Cope hold off his brother for 1 more lap? Good corner for Colin. He gets a gap, but that allows the 24 to close in with the draft down the straightaway. This is his last chance. This is Preston's last chance. He's got the draft. There's lap cars. There's lap cars.
Oh, no
Preston's
way,
gonna
no
go to the
way.
inside for the win. Just like last
The
year's
lap
playoff
car's gonna
race.
go.
Oh, the 24 is gonna get held up. No. Oh no. Oh no. And Colin Cope is gonna get the win here at Daytona that's gonna be disappointing for Preston Cope.
That is the most anticlimactic finish I've ever seen. It was looking like it was going to be one heck of a battle to the finish. The 24 was getting the draft, and then the lap cars just come out of nowhere and get in the way.
Colin Cope gets the win. Preston Cope comes home a disappointing second. Matthew Stewart comes home third. Claudio Rodriguez with a top 5. Brian Lilly 5th. 6th Drake Gosland. 7th Verbish. 8th Wells. 9th Carson Foltz. And 10th Chris Lilly. Oh man, that was disappointing.
That was it was again super anticlimactic.
Them lap cars get us every time. They never fail to amaze us.
Nope. Even in the exhibition race.
Yeah. Oh well. It was gonna be a heck of a finish, but I think Preston would have had it there. But I mean, it was a throw up there. It could
I
have been
mean, it
anybody.
was coming down to the wire. He
Yeah,
was getting the run. All he had to do was get to the low side, and
he
he did.
did.
But
Yeah,
that was the problem because then the lap cars came out of nowhere, and they chose to take the low side. And I think he was thinking, he was hoping maybe they could split the lap cars, but that's pretty hard to do at a track like Daytona. And he
yeah.
just couldn't make it work, and the 20 or the 42 was just gone at that point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from Daytona for the Daytona Anniversary Showdown, and that was fun. Up to
Still one heck of a race,
yeah,
though.
that was a fun race. To commentate and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This return for all these drivers and the paint schemes. All you guys that returned for this race, I appreciate it. Hope to see you in the series once again for a
Yeah,
full
this has
season again.
been fun. So, for those of you keeping up with the current GoPro Cup Series, again, we are going on to the round of 8, the Eliminator 8. We're at Martinsville for the next race.
Yeah.
We'll be there next time. Don't know when, but it'll happen soon.
So again, thank you guys for watching. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And that'll be it for the Anniversary Showdown. We'll see you guys next year for the next Anniversary Showdown. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye!